The legend of the forgotten lantern. Long ago, in a remote village nestled in the Valley of Shadows, there was a tale about a mysterious lantern. The villagers called it the Lantern of Valeria. It was said to glow with a light so pure that it could banish any darkness, no matter how deep. But no one had seen it in generations. The legend told of a brave soul who would one day rediscover the lantern when the valley faced its darkest hour. That day came when an eternal night fell upon the land. Crops withered, the rivers froze, and a chilling fog crept through the streets, whispering secrets that drove people mad. Among the villagers was a young orphan named Kale. Despite his small frame and quiet demeanor, Kale was curious and kind-hearted. He often helped the elders by running errands and listening to their stories. One winter night, while reading an old journal left by his parents, he found a clue: the Lantern of Valeria lies where the sky meets the earth. The villagers dismissed it as a fairy tale, but Kale was determined. Armed with a humble lantern and his father's rusty compass, he ventured into the mountains alone. The journey was treacherous. Ice-cold winds tore at his face, and eerie shadows danced in the moonlight. Still, Kale pressed on. At the summit, Kale found a strange archway carved into the rock. Inscribed above were the words, "Only the pure of heart may see the truth." As Kale stepped through, the winds fell silent, and the fog parted, revealing an ancient altar. On it rested the Lantern of Valeria, its golden frame pulsating faintly. Kale reached out, but the lantern refused to light. Despair filled him until he remembered the stories of Valeria, how its light was fueled by courage and selflessness. Closing his eyes, Kale whispered a vow: "I will use this light to guide and protect others, no matter the cost." At once, the lantern blazed to life, casting a radiant glow that stretched across the valley. The eternal night lifted, revealing a dawn more beautiful than any the villagers had seen. The crops revived, the rivers flowed, and the shadows fled to the farthest corners of the earth. Kale returned to the village a hero, but he didn't keep the lantern for himself. He placed it at the heart of the village, where it continued to shine, a symbol of hope and unity. From that day, the villagers vowed to help one another, their bond unbroken by fear or darkness. And so, the Lantern of Valeria became more than a light. It became a reminder that even the smallest flame can illuminate the darkest path.